Your dog has already decided how they feel about this person before a handshake, before a word, before you've even introduced yourself. In the first 3 seconds of meeting someone new, your dog runs a complete assessment. And what they're looking for is not what most owners think. There are 5 things happening in those 3 seconds. Here's what they are. Before your dog sees the new person clearly, before they hear their voice, before any visual or social signal is processed, they've already smelled them. From across the room, from the moment the door opened, from the trace they left in the air, before they even walked in. A dog's nose processes smell approximately 100,000 times more powerfully than a human's. But the extraordinary part isn't the power, it's the information. When your dog smells a new person, they're not just detecting a generic human scent. They're reading a complete biochemical profile. Stress hormones, cortisol, adrenaline, are detectable to a dog at concentrations so low that no human instrument could measure them. Fear, anxiety, aggression, illness, all of it leaves a chemical signature. Research from Queen's University Belfast confirmed that dogs detect human stress through scent alone and change their behavior accordingly. A person who appears calm but is internally anxious produces a chemical signal your dog can read before that person has done anything at all. This is why your dog sometimes acts differently around a person who seems perfectly nice to you. They're not being irrational. They're reading a layer of information you don't have access to. The smell assessment happens instantly. What follows is visual, and it's just as precise. Your dog watches how the new person moves, not what they do, how they do it, the speed of their approach, the direction of their gaze, whether they move toward the dog directly or allow the dog to come to them, whether they reach out or wait, whether their body is angled toward or away. Dogs have been reading human body language for tens of thousands of years. Research at the Clever Canine Lab documented that dogs assess human competence and intention from observation alone, watching how a person moves and behaves before any direct interaction occurs. And here's what most owners don't realize. Direct eye contact from a stranger is not friendly to a dog. It's a challenge. In canine communication, a direct, unwavering stare from an unfamiliar animal signals dominance or threat. When a stranger approaches your dog and immediately makes intense direct eye contact, your dog reads that as confrontational. The people who dogs immediately like, who dogs approach voluntarily and settle around, almost always do the same thing without knowing it. They move slowly, they angle slightly sideways, they let the dog come to them. They avoid direct staring. They are, without realizing it, speaking dog. Here's the one that surprises people most. While all of this is happening, while your dog is reading the stranger's scent and body language simultaneously, they're also watching you. Research on social referencing in dogs has documented that dogs look to their owners in ambiguous or uncertain situations to determine how to feel. The new person is an unknown, and the most reliable source of information about an unknown is the person your dog trusts completely. If you're relaxed, open, happy to see this person, your dog registers that signal. If you're tense, guarded, or uncomfortable, your dog registers that too, often before you've consciously acknowledged it. This is why dogs sometimes seem to dislike people that their owners like, and like people their owners are uncertain about. They're not just assessing the stranger, they're reading the whole social picture, including your role in it. Alexandra Horowitz, whose research on dog cognition we've referenced in previous videos, describes dogs as extraordinarily sensitive to the social dynamics between humans, picking up on shifts in relationship, tension, and trust that the humans themselves may not articulate. Your dog is not just meeting this new person, they're watching how this new person fits into your world. If the first 3 assessments produce a neutral or positive result, your dog will approach. And the first thing they do when they get close is not what most people expect. They sniff, not a polite sniff. A thorough, deliberate, information-gathering sniff, usually directed at the hands, the legs, or whatever is at nose level. Most people find this slightly awkward. They pull back, or laugh, or move their hands away. What they don't realize is that they're interrupting the most important part of the assessment. That close-range sniff is your dog completing their biochemical analysis at maximum accuracy. The hands carry the highest concentration of personal scent, where someone has been, what they've touched, what they've eaten, what emotional state they're in. The legs carry environmental information, where they've walked, what surfaces they've been on. In those few seconds of sniffing, your dog is accessing more precise information about this person than you will gather in 20 minutes of conversation. Researchers studying canine olfaction describe this close-range sniff as the final confirmation in the dog's assessment process. The decision made from across the room gets verified and sometimes revised by what the nose finds up close. A dog who approaches and sniffs without retreating has given something significant. It means the close-range assessment confirmed what the distance assessment suggested. This person passed. And now, the thing that changes how you think about every new person your dog has ever met. After the scent from a distance, after the body language read, after checking your reaction, after the close-range confirmation, your dog makes a decision, and they remember it. Research on canine memory has documented that dogs form lasting associations with specific people based on initial encounters. A person who made your dog uncomfortable at the first meeting, even if nothing obvious happened, will be approached with caution the second time. A person who passed the assessment, who moved correctly, who smelled right, whose presence felt safe, will be greeted with recognition and ease at the next encounter. But here's the finding that researchers find most significant. Dogs remember how people made them feel more reliably than they remember specific events. It's not what the person did, it's the emotional residue that remains. The person who crouched down, spoke softly, and let the dog come to them, left a feeling. The person who lunged forward, grabbed the dog's face, and spoke loudly, left a feeling. And the next time that person walks through the door, before the smell has reached your dog, before the body language has been read, before any of the 5-step assessment has begun, your dog already knows. So what do you actually do with this? First, when introducing your dog to someone new, give the dog the time and space to run their assessment. Don't rush it. Don't force the interaction. Let the dog approach when they're ready. Second, tell new people to not stare directly at your dog when they first meet. Sideways glance, relaxed body, let the dog come to them. This one change will produce better first meetings almost every time. Third, pay attention to your own body language during introductions. Your dog is watching you as closely as they're watching the stranger. If you're tense, they'll be tense. Your calm is their permission. Fourth, if your dog is uncomfortable with someone consistently, take it seriously. They're not being irrational or difficult. They're reporting something from a set of senses you don't have access to. They might be wrong, but they might not be. And fifth, if your dog decides someone is safe and good and welcome, that decision means something. It was made after a complete assessment that processed more information than you'll gather in an hour. Your dog's first impressions are not random. They are the output of 10,000 years of reading the only thing that matters about another being: how they actually are. 5 things your dog does when they meet someone new, reading their smell from across the room, before you've said hello, watching how they move and whether they speak dog without knowing it, checking your reaction because you are the most reliable signal available, sniffing up close, the final confirmation of everything the distance suggested, and making a decision that they'll remember longer than you will. The next time someone new walks through your door, watch your dog. Watch the nose go up first. Watch the eyes move between the stranger and you. Watch whether they approach or hold back. Watch what the close-range sniff produces. You're watching something remarkable, a complete social assessment. Run by a species that has been reading humans for 10,000 years, completed before you've finished saying hello. Subscribe to Good Dog Science, and next week, we're going to talk about something that happens inside your dog's brain when they dream, something researchers only recently documented, and it reveals more about what your dog actually thinks about during the day than almost anything else we've covered. See you then.